Jim, how nice was it to have fans back in tonight?
It was brilliant, James. Yeah, obviously, the players were talking about it in the build-up to the game and how excited they were that they were going to have fans there to cheer them on. And I felt at times there was probably more than just the 500. But listen, it was an absolute pleasure to have them in here, and they've been brilliant for the club in the last 17 or 18 months. Buying the games online and what have you, watching them on the telly and all of that kind of stuff. Great support from afar, but really, really good to have them back in here. I'm glad we could give them a good performance. I would have liked to have been able to give them some more goals as well to go and cheer them on, but I think they showed their appreciation at the end for what a good professional performance it was in the second half, and we probably should have been out of sight in the second half. We had a little nervy moment in the middle of the first half where we didn't quite get to grips with the Dunfermline system quick enough, and I've got to give great credit to Peter and his players for that. He didn't surprise me in terms of how he wants to play the game. I've watched his Alloa team plenty of times last season, and I watched his part-time team knock the ball around some full-time teams. So I wasn't shocked at what I saw from the Dunfermline players tonight. They played really well for that period in the first half, but once we got the grips with it, I felt that our Premiership quality came out on top. We finished the first half very strongly for the last 15 minutes, and the second 45 were played pretty much in the Dunfermline half. So that's probably what people would expect from the Premier League team playing a Championship team. All in all, I felt it was a very professional evening's work.
Obviously there was a frustration of the game being called off on Saturday, but how nice was it just to be sort of back at it tonight?
Yeah, of course we were all disappointed with the Dumbarton game and the manner in which it was called off, and obviously first and foremost you think about the player and you hope that everybody's okay, and thankfully having spoke to Stevie Farrell, there was no major symptoms for anybody, which is a good thing, and I'm glad to see that they were able to go and field a team tonight against Denny. So no, we were delighted to be here, at home. The pitch is in immaculate condition. Tommy Docherty, the groundsman, deserves a huge amount of credit for that. It was a lovely night, really clear skies. The sun was out early on, and it was the perfect night really to have the fans back here. And like I said, I'm glad we could give them a decent performance. We will improve, we will get better, but I think they saw glimpses of what we're trying to do. We want to be a good passing team, we want to be a good attacking team, and I thought we saw glimpses of that in the second half.
6 points as well from those two games. Steny next week and then Partick with hopefully even more fans. How excited are you just to kind of be back right at it and obviously heading into the league as well in good form?
Well, listen, momentum is everything, and confidence. Obviously, the lads will take great confidence from the clean sheet. Jack Anick hasn't had a great deal to do. That little tricky moment I'm speaking about in the first half, albeit Dunfermline had some good possession, they didn't really cause us any great deal of problems. It wasn't like they were peppering our goal. We just had to try and get it sorted on the park, and I felt we did that. And yeah, we want to go and try and win every game we go into. It's as simple as that. The Stenhousemuir game is going to be tricky. It's a horrendous pitch. There's no getting away from that. Sometimes it makes it a bit of a leveler, but we have to pick a team good enough, and we should be good enough regardless of what starting 11 I decide to go with on Tuesday night. We should be good enough to take care of lower league opposition, but we'll respect them like we do everybody that we play. And hopefully we can come away from that with 9 points, sitting top of the group with the Partick game to look forward to live on the telly on the Sunday with a couple of thousand fans in here for that one, which will be brilliant. And listen, I have to give special mention as well to all the guys that made the debuts here tonight as well, because I thought there was some unbelievable individual performances. Charles Dunn at the back, that's only Charles' third game in 22 months, his first 90 minutes in God knows how long. So he deserves an enormous amount of credit. People were wondering why we were taking such a risk. There was no risk as far as we were concerned. We've got a great medical team, and we've done all the relative checks, and the big man shows here tonight the quality that he has got. Power in the middle of the pitch. Curtis Main to get off the mark so early was great as well. And yeah, all in all, it was a really, really good team performance, and I think you can see the strength and depth that we've got in the squad with the substitutions that we make. On the half-hour mark, we bring 4 players on, and it's not weakening the team at all, which is really, really pleasing.
Jim, well done tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, James.